by the Attorney General to ask for a probe. You are someone who's been in the conservation space. Would you say that this is some commitment that the government is showing to conserving our environment?
Good evening to you, Sanda, and I'm very happy to be here. We really welcome this news because, I mean, as you know, we have had issues with politically exposed persons interfering in the work of law enforcement agencies when it comes to issues of Galamsey. A lot of the impunity we see on the ground is because these persons work behind the law enforcement agencies, get on the ground, and even push their own people to go into the field and into the pits to do mining. So if the Attorney General sees that some persons connected to government are really engaged or allegedly engaged in illegal mining, then there's a need to really probe, as they have indicated. I mean, what we really want to see is that it doesn't just stop there. They really get to the bottom of this. Otherwise, it's just going to be a charade. People will not have confidence in the system anymore. I mean, we reported some time back through the Ghana Commission against Galamsey the need to investigate people like the Tunkwao and also assisting constituency chairpersons of the NDC. There's also been alleged involvement of the MP of our wing also in illegal mining activities, and then also the NDC constituency chairperson for Guinea. So I think that it's about time. I see this possibly as an action by the government to really make sure that they get some scapegoat to teach people who are at the grassroots level that, look, we have zero tolerance for Galamsey, and they must really see to the end of this. Otherwise, it's just be a waste of time.
You have also called for a state of emergency or a national emergency. Talk to us about that in the mining area.
Well, I think that I don't know why we should all be very excited about this, because as to the state of emergency, the state or the risks that we are all exposed to when it comes to Galamsey, we all know that this is really an existential threat. The Honorable Minister for Land, did say somewhere early in the year that they see these miners as environmental terrorists, and so we should treat them as such. I am happy the president is himself acknowledging and publicly declaring that this is a national emergency. What is important here is the response they give to this issue. Because if it is a national emergency and you still drag your feet, take it lightly as we have been experiencing for some time now, then we are not really committing to the fight. So I want to see some new direction, some very decisive action henceforth, because the president himself admits that it's a national emergency. So it's the actions that follow that we are really interested in, and we are all going to pay keen attention to that.
Are there some timelines that we are working with in this our call? And I'm referring to you, not where I say I'm referring to you.
I understand. And I know for this, we have said that in terms of action, it should be now. We are really way behind time. I mean, if you're talking about actions against dealing with impunity in the Galamsey sector, it should have been yesterday. So the president says the national emergency. We want to see him really hit the ground right now and take everything very seriously and act very decisively. We have been dragging our feet for too long, and the business as usual will not help us to address Galamsey as it is now. So it needs to be as early and as soon as yesterday.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you so much.
That's Darrell Bosso, his Deputy Director at Rocha, Ghana. This is Eyewitness.